Do you like love? Are you a night owl? Then Late Night Love is a place for you. Since life is negative enough, here we discuss everything love. What we love, who we love, and why we love. So join us on Saturday nights at 11:30 p.m. Pacific Time, and please remember, love everybody.
We really have to shorten that intro. That's like 30 seconds. That's like too long for an intro. I just wanted to say that. And hi, everybody. Welcome to this special recording session of Late Night Love. We're just sitting here kind of recording.
That's a lovely opening.
Well, we're having some fun here tonight, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
It's just some fun. We got some daily doses to record. We've got some...
Please join us.
Yeah, we've got some daily doses. We'll take your questions and comments if you want. Or like, tell you what, I'm going to do something. We're going to tell them to. We're going to tell them to ask questions. Questions. Okay, just because I'm annoying today. There we go. Ask questions.
Okay, there you go.
It's going to be a long night for you, my love.
Yay! I'm so happy. Well, we got I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. We got a couple weeks before the election. So it's just another day around here.
It's another day. All right, recording checklist. We've got that. Okay, so podcast templates. We've got all these. Okay, which ones do we want to do?
Okay. Did we record the isolator for 14 days?
No, that was the idea we did for Late Night Love. You want to do one of those for a daily dose?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just leave it like that then. I'll move it.
Let's do it.
I moved it. Ha.
Well, let's do it. Oh, are we reviewing the questions?
Yeah.
Now? Oh, okay. Do you think women look better with or without makeup?
We can do that one.
We can do that one.
All of these I can do.
How friendships have changed in the modern world. How do you cope with a bad day? How do you cope with a bad day?
Actually, we should do that one, but it's going to have to, I got to get into the mood. So put it into to create. I got it. We'll put it into to create, but we'll, whatchamacallit.
Okay. And then, how have friendships changed in the modern world? And then I started going through the questions, some of the questions that were on some of the articles we've done.
Uh-huh.
And I came up with these. Can you be selfish and still be loving and compassionate? If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy? What would cause you to end a relationship? What is the ideal number of calls a couple should share in a day? How should finances be handled by a couple? That I don't know if that's a...
Well,
it just came up. So I thought I'd just throw it up there.
No, that's not bad. It's just how you want to phrase it, how we want to phrase it.
Right.
And I think we did that last one.
Is it fine for a partner to use the bathroom with the door open? Did we do that one?
No, not that one. That one we should do. Actually, I'm going to put that over to do. It's just because that's just a funny one. We should at least do one funny one a week. If we should actually pick a day, which day we want that funny one to be. Anyway, if you're convinced your partner's making a bad decision, I think we've done that one.
We did that. We didn't do it as a daily dose.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
We're going to have to put these on a spreadsheet or something.
Eventually,
after we have 200 of them, we don't know which way is up. Then we're going to put them on a spreadsheet or something. Yeah. Welcome to our style, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, when it's a problem, we'll figure it out. Yeah.
It's not a problem right now.
Yeah, but how long do you think I'm going to be able to remember if we've done one of these things or return both of them?
Between the two of us, I don't know.
Because I'm not convinced we didn't do that one as a daily dose.
Okay, well then let's just get rid of it then.
No, don't get rid of it. Let's put it on. Let's create a label for it, and There we go.
What label is that?
Check. There.
That's a check. Okay, we're getting too many colors. I don't know what pink means.
Well, just click on the color and it'll expand and it tells you.
Oh,
So the pink is future, the black is video, green is. We can change the colors of these things. I was just kind of picking.
gotcha. I didn't know you could click on it and then gave a thing. That's great. Okay, so what do you want to start with?
Well, so we've got 3 over there. So what do we got? We need at least 3 or 4 more.
We need 3 or 4 more.
Well, we can at least 3. I mean, we can fill up as many as we have. Let's see. What if you are too hard on yourself? That's a good one. Finances. We got to reframe it. What is the ideal number of calls a couple should share in a day? We did calls. We've done a couple of these. I know we've done calls.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we shouldn't do it again, but I think because I remember talking about us having it's in the modern world texting is like calling. I remember.
Where'd you put that?
It's just at the bottom. I just put it under check, just so it's out of my sight. Should you call? What would cause an end of the relationship? I don't feel like dealing with that right now. If you win the lottery.
That's a fun one.
Okay, yeah, that's good. We'll do that. Can you be selfish and still be loving? I want to check that one too. I think we may have done that.
No, we did that in a show just the other day.
Oh, okay, so that's a reason. That's why.
That's why it was just the other day.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, move it over.
Whether we do it
Okay.
today or not is an open question, but in a relationship.
One more.
Well, how do let's do the women makeup thing. I know that one's going to get me in trouble. Oh. But if I don't have at least 1 or 2 of these that are going to get me in trouble if I'm not careful with it, and we're not doing our job right.
Okay, what do you want to start out with?
Something to drink. There it is. All right. Let's just start at the top.
Okay. What number are we starting with?
I think we're what?
48?
I'll just scroll to the bottom. 47.
47.
Okay. All right. Okay. What do we have going on over here?
Okay, I'm ready for number 47. I had to retype the question because somebody didn't use a full sentence.
Yeah. Hey, we're lucky I get it in there at all. Okay, let's just be honest.
That's what he said.
That's funny if you have sold it. You're
I wasn't sure. I should have.
yeah, but the only way you got to sell it, otherwise it's not going to work. The only way to make it work, you got to sell. You can't.
I wasn't sure I should say that.
You can't tippy toe in, man. No, it's all good.
I wasn't sure I should say that.
It's all good. We're live. It's okay. It's entertaining now. See, now it's for entertainment. It's even better. We're lucky I get it even in there. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
All right. That's what she tells me. Here, there's lots of ways you can do it that way. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got the button.
You got the button. Ready?
I forgot I had the button.
What?
I forgot I had the button.
How did you forget you had the button?
I don't know. I forgot I had the button.
You sitting there waiting on me or something?
Yeah.
Honey,
Forgot I had the button.
I had the button one time for for like 3 things. So that was it.
Oh, excuse me. Good Lord.
I don't do the button.
It's not true. Well, not this button, but the other button.
Ah,
Anyway, I just forgot I was supposed to be doing the button. That's all.
okay. here
Admit
we
a
go.
mistake, and this is what happens. You know.
This is what happens when we smoke before we do the thing.
This is what happens when you admit a mistake. I was honest sitting here telling people I forgot that I had the button. I could have played it off like I knew what I was doing the whole time. But no, I'd be honest and open, just like people tell you they want you to be, and you still can't win. I almost couldn't get it all out, by the way. I was really struggling at the end of that to get that out. Okay. All right, what are we at? 14 days. Oh, we went from laughing like that to 14 days. That's all right. That's such a different week. Okay. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, Milabi. What are we doing today?
If you were isolated for 14 days, would you be happy with your own company?
Oh, I'm my world's greatest person, so I'd be set perfectly happy. You know, give me a mirror and, you know, I can look at my hair all day. I'd be great.
Good.
Between that and sleeping, you know, I'd be perfectly satisfied for 14 days. I mean, you're assuming we get, you know, a roof over your head and electricity and, you know, some basic necessities like, you know, I need at least what's on my computer hard drive. You'd probably need a book and some soup, but
Yes, a book, soup, some Ritz crackers.
Yeah, but you don't get internet, so you don't get to contact the outside world. You're isolated.
No, I can't. I can't go without talking to my family.
See, I could go 2 weeks. Not a problem. Just by myself. Because, you know, I just sleep for the first 3 days.
That's what you do every time you go camping.
Yeah, I just sleep for 3 days. And then after I look at my hair for a couple days. And then...
Look at your hair. You do have good hair.
I'd look at my hair for a couple of days, give me something to do. And then, you know, I'd putter around watching some reruns or something I've got on the computer hard drive or who knows, play some old game, whatever. Build a birdhouse. Who cares? I'm my own favorite company. So I would be completely satisfied. I think the question is can you sit with your own mind? Can you be comfortable just being by yourself, or do you always have to have some external input? I think that's the real question to ask is, can you be comfortable in your own head? You know, I've learned to become comfortable in my own head, as chaotic as it can be. It has its own rhythm. I've learned to ride it. And I think that's the question. How you respond to that is if you've learned to be comfortable with yourself. And if you have, then you can manage 2 weeks in isolation. And that is your daily dose of love. That was only 2 minutes. That was a long 2 minutes.
That was a long 2 minutes.
We might have to re-record that one, but just we'll listen to it when we put music to it and see.
Right.
Okay, what the hell's the name of that one? And you asked me how I forgot I had the button.
Isolated for 14 days.
I give a better answer at the live show. But you know, here's what it is. Oh, it's number 47. Oh, I should put that other window over there. Oh, excuse me. That goes there. That goes there. I like to where everything is. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Not that button. Okay. All right. Just closing more stuff.
Okay, which one's next? Coping with a bad day. How you want to phrase that?
Oh, that's right. We didn't phrase that one.
How do you cope with a bad day? What's the best way to cope with a bad day? How do you cope with a bad day?
Well, because there's a couple of ways. Because it's just you.
How does one
Coping with bad days in relationships. Now the question is, what are strategies? No, something like that. No, that's too over processed. The way I want you to ask the question is probably too long to put on the title. So it's the question would probably be if one of you is having a really bad day in a relationship, how do you cope? What do you do? That type of thing. I'm going to ask it softer. Someone may want to push that one off, unless you're ready.
Sure, I'm good. If one of you is having a really bad day in a relationship, how do you cope?
Yeah, or do we want to split it up in two? If you're having a bad day, if your partner's having a bad day, that's actually not a bad idea. We can make two shows out of one. We'll do one this week, one next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so what if you're having a bad day for today? And the question is, if you're having a bad day, how do you not take it out on the ones you love? Maybe a better way to ask the question.
Perfect.
Because it is two separate questions. You having a bad day versus another person having a bad day.
We'll deal with it separately. Do we want to do one after the other? Actually, come to think of it, do we want to do one day and another one the next day?
That's a good. I like that. Okay, so what's the second one? Your how do you cope if your partner is having a really bad day?
You can massage it as you say it, but that's a basic question. It's fine that way, but if you think of a different way to say it, it's a basic question, but there's 100 ways to say it. Oh my God, I'm stuck again. How do I, every time, me in this cord, every single freaking time, what the hell?
What did you do to it now?
It got wrapped around the arm. The arm of my chair. This is getting ridiculous. It's getting funny, but it's getting ridiculous. It's like a running gag, except it's not a gag. It just is.
Okay, here we go. Up next, if you are having a bad day, how do you not take it out on your loved one? Okay. That's number 48.
Okay. All right, ready?
Wait a second.
Like a booger right in my nose. I hate that.
Do you need some personal time?
No. I'll manage. We'll
Okay.
muddle through. We'll muddle through.
Okay, here we go.
I'm still gonna end up doing. I don't know what to do with this thing. It's gonna kill me one of these days. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be like fine, strangled by my microphone cable. I swear to God, I'm gonna buy a wireless one if we ever make money. Anyway.
Okay. Wait, I need a drink.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it'll be a surprise. Okay, my love. What do we have today?
If you were having a bad day, how do you not take it out on your loved one?
Well, first thing you have to do is be mindful enough to understand you're having a bad day and realize that you're going to be short. You're going to have a short fuse. You're going to be snippy when you don't really mean to. And then you're going to have to strategize your way through it. And different relationships are different. You know your partner. With us, we just say, they're having a bad day. We kind of keep us apart. It's not that we don't love each other, or it's not that we're not being kind.
We check in.
Yeah.
I check in with you, but I give you your space.
Yes, because you also know that when I'm ready to come in and
Yes.
and be kind of start reconnecting with the world, you're the one I'm going to turn to, and so you leave that open by not pressing.
Yeah.
If you press,
yes,
it actually.
If I press, you can't force someone to be open and talk to you. They have to come to you in their own time.
Yes. Well, because they might be like me. I'm trying to gain some back semblance of normalcy, so I don't bring out whatever my bad day stress. I don't want to put it out on you, and so that's the whole point of. That's part of the reason why we stay separate, is so I don't accidentally, be snippy and snappy and.
You have come off with some of your most wickedly funny.
Well, yeah, it's an overly sarcastic thing, but
overly sarcastic. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't want to inflict that on me. That's
well,
not.
I knew what it was at the time. I just had a chuckle and moved on.
Yeah, but see, we can do that, but different relationships can't. Some people would take that personal, or they are not open enough, or they're too young and they don't kind of understand about the balance of life. But you have to be mindful. The way to get through your own bad days is to be mindful enough to know that you have a bad day, and that what you're interpreting the world as is not going to be quite right. I mean, that's the whole point of a bad day, is things start piling onto themselves. And one of the reasons they start piling onto themselves is because you're not interpreting the world properly. You've gone from everything's kind of normal to everything's bad, which means that you interpret everything being bad. A simple, why did you pick your socks up, becomes this big, huge ordeal that you no longer love me because I left my socks on the ground. It's how it gets, you just interpret it wrong. And so you need to be mindful enough to know that and to bite your tongue. That's the toughest thing, is to know when to bite your tongue. Let that first emotion pass, and then say, oh, yeah, that was dumb. Good thing I didn't say that. And then you can speak the real you. And I think that's the most simple thing. If you really need a simple thing to do, be mindful that you had a bad day, and then bite your tongue on the initial reaction, and then go proceed with the real one, because that is the way you get through the day, and that is how you love yourself, and that is your daily dose of love. It was a little repetitive, but I think we're okay.
I think we're okay, yeah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's Rich. Richie Rich. Don't you remember Richie Rich?
No,
Oh, you're probably too old.
I was.
It was a little older for you. Your sister probably remembers Richie Rich.
Okay, that was 48. If you're having a bad day, how do you not take it out on your loved one? You are having a bad day.
How am I going to shorten that?
You are having a bad day. And the other one is they're having a bad day.
Oh, wait, that's 48, not 18. Okay.
Okay, let's do a fun one.
Okay.
Is it fine for a partner to use the bathroom with the door open?
It depends what they're doing.
Save it for the.
All right, ready?
Ready?
Okay, my love. What are we doing today?
Is it fine for a partner to use the bathroom with the door open?
Well, it depends what you're doing, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you're dropping an atomic bomb, close the goddamn door, turn the fan on, open the window, that kind of thing. No, it's not. But, I mean, if you're just coming home from a quick night and you've got to go relieve yourself real quickly because, your bladder's bursting at the seams, I don't think a long-term relationship's going to care.
You can take 2 seconds and shut the dang door.
See, this is the difference between men and women. We just don't care that much, and I think women do. And I don't know, maybe it goes back to cave person days or something. I don't understand. But maybe it's just a difference between being able to stand up and having to kind of.
That's what I was thinking.
You need the feeling of more security than men do because we're not as exposed.
Yes.
And I think different cultures are different as well. I think here in the Western culture, United States culture, I think bathrooms are more personal than they are in other places of the world, where that kind of thing is a more communal activity. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago where bathrooms were a communal activity. The Romans, early things, you went to the bathroom almost nobody had a personal bathroom.
It was a ritual, and you socialized while you were there.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You did business.
I don't want to do business while I'm having my daily business. I don't understand how that works. I mean, now I'm not one of those who brings my phone in. I don't need to do anything. I'm not this modern. I'm good with sitting with myself for 10 minutes. I don't need the whole 9 yards. But I just can't comprehend that the days where it was communal bathrooms. But at the same point, I'm not.
If there's ever a time for privacy, for heaven's sake.
Well, yeah, in your daily business, but man, if you're bursting at the seams, man, sometimes closing that door is a difference between.
Okay, I'll let that one slide.
Between wet pants and a phew made that. Because especially as some of us are getting older now, and the smaller bladders and all of that comes into play. And we don't move very fast and having to turn and twist. And no, man, that's the difference between being old and being young. And that is your daily dose of love.
I told you it was a fun one. Hey, what was that? Number 49?
Yeah. What the hell was it again?
Leaving the bathroom door open.
Damn it. Every time.
Every freaking time.
No, I mean the stupid thing. Loving. No, leaving, not loving. Oh, excuse me. Good Lord.
Okay, next step is what if you're too hard on yourself?
Oh my God. Excuse me.
That's one I can relate to.
You taking a break?
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna go out real quick. I know I'm on camera.
Say hi, because it's a very rare time you're gonna get the Leminator on camera. See, I can always just do that. You know. I don't even have to turn the thing on. I can just flip the switch. But that's the special. Don't happen often, peoples. Okay, Milabi, what are we doing today?
If you were isolated for 14 days, would you be happy with your own company?
Oh, I'm my world's greatest person, so I'd be set perfectly happy. You know, give me a mirror, and I can look at my hair all day. I'd be great. Between that and sleeping, I'd be perfectly satisfied for 14 days. I mean, you're assuming we get a roof over your head. I want to redo the 14 days one. I was listening to it. I want to redo it. Believe it or not, I spent too much time talking about my hair. So there. I didn't know it was possible, but it is.
Okay. Where'd you find this?
This is one we were smoking earlier. Where did I find it? Like I was crawling on the ground searching for it. Found mine.
Well, I look around here
Others?
sometimes and there's roaches all around.
Yeah, well, because I dropped the roach jar. That one we had the roach jar one, and it fell over, and the roof top came off, and so the roaches went everywhere.
Oh, that explains so much. Okay, are we gonna redo number 47, or are we going to do what if you're too hard on yourself?
Oh, we can do the 47 one later. I just want to redo it.
Okay.
If you're ready for the hard on yourself one, if that's what you want to do, we can do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What, do you want to do it?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't have that much to say.
Well, because when you said something I know about, I thought maybe you had something. Okay.
Well, I have a few little things.
Well, if you see a spot you're on, you're always more than welcome to pop in. So if there's an opening,
Gotcha.
if you must say something, I always leave you room.
Yes, you always do.
I try to pace it so you can have there's spots.
Yes, and I use body language.
We try. We communicate.
We
We know how to communicate. We've learned how to. That's the one thing we know how to do. We may not be good at shit else, but we know how to talk with each other. All right.
That out. Got that going for us.
Or something. Hey, we're better off than most people.
Better off than this.
All right. So
Knock on wood.
okay, that's not real wood, by the way. So you may want to hit this. That's like fiberboard or some shit. Anyway.
It's particles of wood.
Well, okay. I suppose it's technically
At one point it
sawdust.
was wood. Sawdust, yeah. At one point it was wood. Okay, here we go.
All right,
Anyway.
Sorry. There's a belt sitting there. But watch, it'll come out halfway. No, wait. And I don't want to be sitting here talking halfway through and have it because that's what's going to happen.
Oh my God. There we go.
Maybe. We'll see. All right. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, Lovey. What are we doing today?
What if you're too hard on yourself?
Well, that's actually a problem I think a lot of people have because
I do.
I think people judge themselves against kind of this imaginary version of themselves that you can't really
Yes.
you can't ever get to. And even by the time you start progressing towards that imaginary version of yourself, that version of your imaginary self now changes because you become a different person. And so you're always pushing this version of your imaginary self off to the future that you're never going to be able to catch. And because you can never obtain this imaginary version of yourself, you look at yourself and you say, how come you're a failure, or you're not good enough, or you don't try hard enough, or all the various things we tell ourselves, when we're not feeling good about ourselves, when the only reason we're not feeling good about ourselves is because we've set ourselves up to this imaginary version of ourselves that very few people can obtain. I mean, even the most successful people in the world are often unhappy because they haven't obtained that imaginary version of themselves. Those people who are happy are those who contain themselves in a sense of realism, they're happy with who they are now.
Mm.
They look at the path they've come through and they say that, I'm progressing, I'm working, I'm progressing to becoming a better me. And that is what makes you happy. And so it's a mindset switch. It's not about not being happy with yourself. It's about reconfiguring the person that you're looking at. Instead of looking at where you want to go, look at where you've come from.
I see.
And yeah, of course you want to become a better person because you always want to become a better person. So you can't judge yourself by that. What you judge yourself by is where you've come from. I was this broken human being and I have built myself up to a less broken human being. That's amazing. That's an amazing feat. Some of us have been through all kinds of horrors in their lives, and yet they get up every day and they go to work and they pay their bills and they come home and they cry and they wonder, how come I'm struggling? How come I'm not good enough? But they don't take a minute to see how the hell far they've come. It's a freaking miracle that you can get out of bed. And that's a tremendous amount of strength. We look at ourselves and we see how weak we are, but we don't see how strong we are. Sometimes just being able to stand up is a magnificent feat. And I think we should honor those efforts. Because one of the things I've learned about getting through anxiety disorder is you don't get through it. You become stronger against it. You become more balanced, more prepared, So when those waves come crashing down on you, they no longer knock you over, but they still come crashing down on you. But then they're no longer scary. They still happen, but you know you're going to get through them. And the fact that you've gotten through them so often, and you can still count yourself as going, am I good enough? Am I being too hard on myself? The answer is yes, you are, because you are a magnificent, glorious human being who has conquered all kinds of hurdles and mountains in your life. And we love you. And that is your daily dose of love.
How long was that?
4 minutes, 15 seconds. Why?
It seemed a little long.
It did, because I forgot what the hell I was talking about in the middle of it.
Uh-huh.
I did. I need to put this over here and open the card that we're on so I know what the freak we're talking about. Okay. I did. There we go. We can redo it if you want.
No.
It wasn't bad. It was just I kind of lost track of my train of thought and had to talk my way around.
Well, you pulled it out. Okay, that was 50.
I mean, we could have. That's 50.
Yes.
That's my 50th episode. Is that hot mess?
Yes.
All right. I'm being too hard on myself. I slayed myself.
You're a hoot.
That was funny right there. Guys, it's just the irony.
The irony.
The irony. Okay, what do we got?
Okay, we got a fun one. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy?
Okay, but I'm asking you this one.
Okay.
Okay, ready? You ready?
Ready?
You get the fun one because I have no idea what the fuck I would buy. So we'll talk about what you want to buy. So yeah.
Huh?
Since I have no idea what the hell I'd buy, we'll talk about what you want to buy. Yeah?
Yeah.
You good?
Sure.
Okay. All right, my love. We have one for you today.
Okay.
If you won the lottery, what would be the first thing you would buy?
I would buy my children a house. Each of my girls a house. And for myself, I don't want much. I would, I'd like a visit to a 5-star restaurant. I've never been to a 5-star restaurant. I'd like to go to a 5-star restaurant. I'd like to do a little bit of traveling, and I'd like a new wardrobe. But that's about it.
Oh, that's just beyond that. But actually, that house thing actually is a good point. I think I would come to think of it. I think you buy a big chunk of land somewhere where each of the families can get their own little house on kind of opposite ends, so you're not too close. But you're still kind of all on the same land, and so you've got your whole family with that all together, and everybody's got secure housing.
Yes.
I think
Secure housing.
I think that's throughout the course of human history, secure housing is the single biggest thing people have given to their families, and I think it's one of the things we've lost here in our culturally, but that's another issue. But I think when you talk about a real meaningful use of a lottery, I think I can't think of anything more useful. I mean, sure, a trip around the world or a new wardrobe or or a chef to cook you your food if you're a food person, all that kind of stuff. Be nice.
Ooh.
It'd be nice, but I think ultimately securing the future of your grandchildren and great grandchildren, I think, is the greatest
That
gift.
is my thought.
The greatest gift we have ever given ourselves of humanity. It's how many people have changed the world so their grandkids could have a better life. I think that's kind of the whole purpose of humanity, and it's the whole purpose of love. And that is your daily dose of love. So how's that?
Good.
That's not a long one.
That's a what?
It's not a long one. 2 minutes. 2:20 technically. The reason we kicked it another 40 seconds because it was too short. It was ready to end. Now we got to make 30 seconds left on this. I don't want to go under 2. So.
Right.
But short, fun ones like that are fine. Oh. I suppose I should label this one. Oh, there it goes. 51.
There it goes. 51. If you won the lottery.
Yeah. I'm just copying and pasting. God damn it. The title. I'm cheating now. Okay. All right. Hold on. We need this one for a minute. Oh, let me see. Do we have any questions, comments, viewers, anything of interest?
Do we have any viewers?
No. Who knows? It's a little early for our crowd.
It is.
Or right in between the areas. Like, what is it? A Tuesday, Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which one's next? Can you still be selfish and loving? How do you cope if your partner is having a really bad day? Which one?
All right, let's do the partner. You got to get that one done anyway. It's 81 degrees in here. Hold on, let me go get my other. Take it out the freezer. Hold on, I'm going to strain myself. My knee forgot to work. I don't know how to make gravitators. Okay. Oh, that was gross. Okay. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, Lubby, what do we got today?
How do you
cope if your partner is having a really bad day?
Well, you're going to have to understand your partner and what their needs are when they have a bad day. Some people need to be kind of left alone and let the day kind of wear off on its own. Other people need to be listened to. They need to be sympathized with. They need to sit there and be able to kind of rant, or maybe rant is probably the wrong word, but they need to be able to express their day.
Yes.
In kind of in a safe area. And the sad part is, because you're the ones who are closest to the people, you're the ones who love them, you're the one who it's safe to kind of vent on, is you're the one who ends up getting the brunt of that bad day. And it's not fair, but it's one of those things that you sign up for as part of a relationship, assuming it doesn't turn, an ugly turn, so to speak, assuming it's, kind of regular bad days kind of stuff. We're not talking abusive. People who turn abusive when they have a bad day. If people turn abusive when they have a bad day, you've got to reconsider your relationship. You may be having issues, you may need help, and you may want to be part of that, but you're going to have to consider that. There could be more deep-seated issues that have to be dealt with, and they're coming out sideways. But the generic bad day where someone just, everything's just been kind of slightly off and slightly wrong. Everything all day long has been harder than it's needed to be. And they get home and and the batteries on the remote control are out dead, and they just kind of lose their cool for a minute. Don't overreact. You got to understand that it's got nothing to do with the remote control. It's got nothing to do with the batteries. It's that they're wound up tighter than, the proverbial drum at the end of a long day, and they need some stress relief. And you, as the loving partner, will understand how best to let them relieve that stress. Whether it's be left alone to watch sports, or whether it's to, hey, why don't you come sit down and have a nice dinner with me? Here's a glass of wine, or here's a beer, or whatever it is your partner needs from you. Because you, as a loving partner, you want to help them get through their bad day. And as quickly and as, the least amount of repercussions as possible. And so you want to be supportive, and understanding your partner is where all that comes from. And that is your daily dose of love. So how was that one?
That was a really good one. What was that, 51?
52.
52. Two more.
We've got to go redo that 47.
3 more.
7. Right, let's redo 47.
Let's redo 47 now.
Oh, good God, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Oh, God. Well, something was building bad, building up in there. I drink a lot of soda, but that it surprisingly doesn't happen a lot. But I must have been drinking a lot of air recently.
Okay.
Well, besides the regular bubbles that come with this soda, this must be the hot dogs.
Must be the hot dogs.
Oh, and the chilies.
The chili. You had chili tonight.
I had chili dogs. I had chili. Hey, I'm not the one who has to sleep with me.
Oh, great.
Just saying. Hey, at least it was just hot dogs. Okay. Chili and hot dogs. All right.
All right.
There was no cheese or anything with it. So it don't have any lactose.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Wait, God.
And welcome to our private lives, ladies and
Small
gentlemen.
favors. God. They don't want to know this. They don't want to know this.
And I was talking about a serious subject. Okay, what do we have that's funny? Because I'm not sure I can not laugh. Do we have?
Okay, hold on.
Hey, we can do the makeup one. I'm in.
Okay, here we go. Let's do the makeup one.
Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it that with straight face for a couple minutes.
Okay, here we go.
It's like watching one of that guy on Dawson on the Family Feud.
Oh, yeah, Richard Dawson, he gets the giggles.
Yeah, I don't know. And that one woman, I forget what the hell her answer.
September.
Yeah, oh yeah, what month do women start showing they're pregnant? She said September. And he couldn't really stop laughing for like 10 minutes.
We need to watch that.
And the naked grandma guy.
Yes, we need Naked Grandma. We're gonna watch that after this.
Okay, you ready?
That's Family Feud, YouTube, Naked Grandma. Anybody wants to take a look?
Yeah, just to make sure you don't Google the wrong naked grandma, because that'd be a wrong Google thing to get. Yeah, I'm gonna go Google naked grandma. Ah!
And it's Naked, Nekkid.
Naked grandma. Yeah, make sure you include Family Feud on that.
Family
because
Feud on that, yes.
No one wants to see a
No
naked
one
grandma.
wants to see that.
No one wants to see a naked grandma. That was the whole point. Okay. Oh, I got the giggles. All right, we ready?
Ready.
I wonder if they're gonna be able to hear the sirens.
Let's wait for the sirens.
I think we're good. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, my love. What do we got today?
Do you think women look better with or without makeup?
Well, I think for the most part, women look better with light makeup. I mean, but there's always caveats.
Yes, I agree.
I think there's, special occasions where women really do themselves up, once for a big
New
night
Year's
out.
Eve party.
Or a special night out, it's the best friend's wedding or a, I don't know, social events. So, but, you got a big night out or something. And so they want to really doll themselves up and they can look absolutely stunning. This is true, but I don't want to see that on a daily basis because it's not real. And I know it's not real. I can appreciate it as a daily work of art, and that's great. But I prefer the real version that I get to see every day
Oh,
to the version that's, it's marvelous. And it's kind of to me like a lot of people take pictures today with all kinds of filters and stuff, but it doesn't look like what you took a picture of. I want to know what you took a picture of. I want to see those colors. I don't want to see some different version of what it is. I want to see what it is. And now I get, especially as people get older, they like to cover blemishes and then catch shades. And I can get that. Want to kind of put your best self on without putting a phony presentation. There's a difference there. And then there's those who need to cover up issues to make themselves feel better. And please, by all means, whatever you have to do, because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable as they're walking about. I don't judge people who seem to be wearing too much makeup because I assume that there's a reason for it.
yes.
But unlike in the late 90s where it was kind of putting makeup on with a paint roller seemed to have been a thing, I don't I don't know if you remember that, but it's like there was a big thing, 20, 25 years ago. I remember when I was young where it's like, I swear to God, painting your face with paintbrushes and rollers was this big thing, and it was ghastly. And it was ghastly. Like, what is this, the Dawn of the Dead or something? It's, I get trying to be your best self and accentuate your positive features and kind of, draw attention away from your negative ones. That I all can understand. That makes sense to me. But presenting something that's completely different, that has no resemblance to, humanity or yourself, or, without being judgmental, you've got to wonder. Yeah, I don't want to be judgmental, but if you feel the need to do that constantly, again, not on to talk about the twice a year or 6 times a year, whatever it is you go to an event. Some people like to go out more often, and so they're gonna doll up more often, and that's fine. But on a daily basis, if you're painting yourself with paintbrushes and paint rollers, unless there's a real reason for it, I think it should be with caution. That is your daily dose of love. And that went too long.
Did it?
3 minutes, 45 seconds. It'll be all right.
We'll be fine, honey. What number is that? 53.
Yeah, no, we'll release it on a Saturday and it'll be fine. Those are the days that we have the least views on the daily doses. Which is odd. But whatever.
That is odd. Okay, you ready to do 47 now?
Yeah. What was it? 43? No, 53.
53. Makeup.
Oh my God. I am a belching machine tonight. I apologize, Lord. I apologize.
53. Makeup.
I'm cheating over here. Copying and pasting.
Fine. I'm happy.
I don't like typing. Okay, so what are we doing?
We're redoing 47.
Isolated for 14 days. Yeah. Okay, no one cares about my hair. All right. Well, I'm nobody. I care about my hair, but no one wants to hear about it that much.
I care about you.
But the people on the podcast can't see my hair, and it's up in a ponytail today anyway. So,
Oh my God.
yes, I did just like Valley Girl. I can do that. I know how.
Yes, I know you know. It's scary.
Okay. You ready?
Ready?
I'm not.
Can't make my fingers stay up like that.
Okay. I had to get a slug out of my nose.
Oh my God.
Okay, it wasn't really a slug. It just felt like one. It popped my ear though. Like I went too high in the mountains.
Oh dear.
So
Shouldn't
stupid.
have done that.
Yeah, I know. I forget. Sorry, my side will come back in a second. Phew. I'm not always the brightest bulb in the room. I know my head doesn't like doing things like that, so what do I go do?
You hit your head.
Yeah, I has deliberately bang it. What the hell? All right, so we're ready?
Ready.
Okay, Lubby, what are we doing today?
If you were isolated for 14 days, would you be happy with your own company?
Well, I am my own favorite person, so of course I would be happy with my own company. But, you have to frame the discussion a little bit. You're going to assume shelter and kind of like your house. You get your house. No contact with the outside world.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
But you get like electricity. No internet because that's contact with the outside world. But you get like your computer, your TV, your DVD player, that kind of thing. So you're going to assume you get your house, but no outside contact. But I would be perfectly happy. 2 weeks would be easy. Well, because we know I would sleep for 3 days.
Yes.
And then I'd spend a few days looking at my hair. And then I just putter around and find stuff to do for the next week. It wouldn't be that hard. I'd build a birdhouse or play an old video game or I don't know, build paper airplanes. I'm very easily entertained with my own mind. I'm my own favorite person. And since I'm assuming I would know it's 2 weeks, having that ending. Now, if you don't know how long you're going to be, that could be a different story. Because you don't know when the door opens. You don't know when contact comes back. I think that makes it a difference. But yeah, for 2 weeks, you're on your own on the top of the mountain. You've got your computer or hell, you don't even need that. You've got food and shelter on top of a mountain for 2 weeks. I'd be fine.
I need books. I'd have to have my books.
I'd whittle. You've got a knife because you've got food, so you're going to have to. So I just whittle. I could do, sleep and whittle. Just enjoy the peace, enjoy the meditation. I can lose 6 hours easily in meditation. So I think it would be, I would kind of look forward to it. You come back nice and refreshed, it would be good for me. But other people aren't comfortable with themselves. Their minds are not comfortable inside their own head. They need the outside. I think extroverts would have a hard time doing it. Natural extroverts would have a very hard time doing it. I'm an introvert. I can be perfectly fine for 2 weeks without talking to anybody. But if you're a natural extrovert, you get energy from other people, you're going to have a struggle with that. And so, it's very easy for me to say, I'd be fine, it'd be easy, but I'm an introvert. I can spend 2 weeks with myself, not a problem. A natural extrovert would likely struggle. They'd have to maintain busyness just because they need input, and they'd have a harder time. And that is your daily dose of love. 3 minutes. That was good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so let me.
Okay, we got one more.
I got to go delete the first one. And then rename the new one. Okay, it's getting hot in here again.
Do you want to stop? We got a lot.
What else we got on the thing?
The last one is, can you be selfish and still be loving and compassionate?
No, we'll leave that one for another day.
Okay, we're all done then.
Yeah. I was burnt out, man.
So we're going to sign off there?
Let's see, an hour and 7 minutes. How will we get done in an hour and 7 minutes?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3.
47, 6, 8, 9, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7. 46 to 53.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that's right, because we split that one in half.
Yeah. It would work out better that way anyway.
Okay, am I dismissed?
Dismissed. Oh, wait, no, first we got to dismiss. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You can go visit our regular podcast at anchor.fm/late night love. You can catch our podcast at latenightslove.us. You can catch me at Twitter at JazzRack. You can send an email to the Lovinator over there at love@latenightslove.us. And from all of us here, thank you for listening. And please remember to love everybody.